as a farmer myself, it's extremely important to me that we're preserving the family farm for the next generation and not letting China buy our farmland and covering it with solar panels. Ambassador Tom, I know you're concerned with China's growing influence in Africa, especially in their agriculture industry. Can you talk more about how you see this as a threat to the U.S. food security?
Yeah, I see it as a threat in a number of ways. Obviously, you know, we want to restrict as much Chinese ownership of our land as we can. We need to make sure that there's many ways that they can have the ownership of this land through different structures that hides the identity of who actually is involved in that process. So we need to do a better job there. I'm not sure USDA has the resources today, maybe they do, to accomplish that. But to your point, we've lost 150 million acres of arable farmland in the United States since the early 1980s. 150 million. Today we're losing at the rate of almost 1,800 acres an hour. It's accelerated during the stimulus bills that came out. But I also look at this. I look at how much land the federal government has control of as well. So we need to make sure that the American farmer still has the access to the land that we need to have to produce the food, fiber, and energy, not only for the United States, but for the world.
Absolutely, and I want to say that I'm here to represent food production and to defend our ability to feed ourselves. Do you think this poses a similar threat to our energy sector, as China's actions in Africa also allows them to monopolize critical mineral production?
I've seen it all across Africa. A year ago I was in Sudan, and we saw the Wagner Group, we saw China. I've traveled extensively throughout Africa, and that theme continued everywhere I went. And the conditions people were working in, the mining of materials, I think they control like 65–70% of those critical minerals. And of course, take them back to China, process them, and then sell them to the United States for solar panels. To take away farmland in the United States, we just lost 600 acres this last winter to solar panels.